Since we are coming into New Year, I thought it'd be fun to kind of look back at one of the craziest games of the MLB season in 2022. Now, many people might want to erase it from their memories, especially Boston fans, but for some reason in the middle of July, the Blue Jays went absolutely crazy on the Boston Red Sox and scored 28 points. They had a football scoring game. That doesn't happen very often, and it's one that will go down in the history of the MLB. The Toronto Blue Jays defeated the Boston Red Sox 28-5 on July 22nd, 2022. Both clubs established franchise records for runs scored and allowed. The Blue Jays also tied for the 5th most runs plated in a Major League Baseball regular season since 1901, according to Baseball Reference. I don't think people realize how outlandish this was. Of course, the modern record still belongs to the 2007 Texas Rangers, who defeated the Baltimore Orioles by 30-3 on August 22, 2007. The Blue Jays definitely gave those Rangers a run for their money, but I don't think people realize how insane this game was. There was a point where Guirrel Jr. was literally making himself a fruit cocktail because the Blue Jays were so ahead of the Boston Red Sox. There was no way they were going to catch up. Like, look at this picture. So I thought it'd be fun just to watch back and look at this game because, man, this game was insane. Before we get into the craziest game, in my opinion, in 2022, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to be kept up with more MLB news and MLB videos. With that being said, let's get into it. So the game started out really normal. You had Eovaldi pitching. He started this game. It was pitching okay. I mean, the first few innings weren't that rough until we got to that second inning, which is what started it all. Chapman hit a nuke off of Eovaldi, which went over the green monster. Then there was a base-loaded jam in the third inning, and Guirrel Jr. comes in clutch and scores 2 Blue Jays in. That makes it 5-0. So at this point, right, you're a starting pitcher that just gave up 5 runs. I think in the mind of Boston Red Sox fans and maybe even the management thought, oh crap, I think we're letting this one get past us. On top of that, a 2-run RBI was with 2 outs. Think about that. That's kind of insane to think about how Guirrel Jr. literally came in clutch and honestly just led this 28-run game. After that, Espinal hits a dribbler in between first base and second base to score in another one, making it 6-0 with 2 outs in the third inning. Hernandez ends up scoring. So at this point, Blue Jays fans are really hyped. Then Tapia comes in clutch. He thinks he's out, but oh no. This was a highlight of many people's days, I guess. Their center fielder of the Boston Red Sox, he couldn't find the ball, man. The shadows are hard there. We've seen it with Alex Verdugo. And Tapia ends up scoring a literal inside the Parker in Fenway Park. So at this point, it's 10-0 in the 4th inning. Then Hernandez comes up to bat. At this point, Eovaldi's out of the game. Davis shows up. Hernandez hits a nuke, of course, because that's just what Hernandez does. And then boom, 11-0. The 4th inning, 2 outs, 2 runners are on. What does Jensen do? Hits a nuke over the green monster. 3 runs score now. It's now looking really bad for the Red Sox. At this point, I think the Red Sox kind of just botched the game, and they knew they botched it, so they were just like, whatever. We're going to put whoever's out there. We're going to test some pitchers. We're just going to keep going. I don't think we could come back from this. The Blue Jays come out and swing even more. Guirrel Jr., 2 runners on, hits one up the middle, scores 2 more runs. At this point, if I'm the Blue Jays, I'm jumping for joy, but if I'm a Red Sox fan, I'm saying sell the team, trade all these players, get rid of my manager because, oh my God, this is an embarrassment. So now, hey, the Red Sox got their 3, the Blue Jays get 2 more. It's 15-3, top of the 5th. Then Chapman hits a bloop in the middle of the infield and no one calls to get it. So another run scores because there's just miscommunication between Devers, the catcher, and of course the pitcher at the time. Now, this is one of the most integral parts of this game because this is an easy out. Could escape them from getting embarrassed even more. Instead, they mess it up, miss the bloop, which would have ended this inning for them. 2 outs. Let's see what the Blue Jays do now. 16-3, Jensen comes up to bat again. He hits another fly ball, but instead that one lands directly right beneath the right fielder. So he scores another run, 17-3, top of the 5th still, and they're all in 2 outs. This is the insane part, 2 outs. On top of that, Tapia hits another ball off the monster, which leads to 2 more runs scoring, 19-3, top of the 5th. The Blue Jays just still, imagine, they still have to score 9 more runs. 9 more runs! Then Guerrero hits one off the monster, scoring in a couple more runs, making it 21-3. Top of the 5th, by the way, 2 outs. They just could not get that 1 out that would have prevented a lot of runs. And of course, Bo Bichette comes in. Surely they'll get Bo out. No, he drops a little small one into right field, ends up scoring a couple more. So at this point, it's still 2 outs, top of the 5th. Hernandez hits another small one into right field, scores another. It's insane how hard it was for the Boston Red Sox just to get one of them out. And then Gurriel Jr. again continuing his hitting streak. Hits one into center field. 2 runs score. It's 25-3. The Blue Jays are smashing the Red Sox, to say the least. Jensen, and of course, then he shows up again, smashes another one over the Green Monster. Jensen scores 27-3. And then lastly, Chapman drives in the last run. And there you go. That's the game, boys. 28-3 off the Boston Red Sox on July 22nd, 2022. One of the most insane games of all time, and one that can rival the Texas Rangers one, but of course they will always have the record, because why wouldn't they? What was your craziest game? Which one did you expect to be on this list, or just this video? And thanks for watching. My name's Joe, aka I'm Hitch. Have a good one.